Okay, so in the previous sessions, we talked about what is divine intellect and what is basically the joint tamu intellect or unstable intellect. Okay, in this session, we will look into what does intellect need to become powerful. Of course, we already kind of one of the aspects we already have emphasized so much. For divine intellect, I need divine knowledge. Okay, I'm just going to cover some more points on that. Okay, of how to make the intellect powerful. Okay, so there is a saying. It's called "Buddhi Hajar Niyamat hai." Okay, giving so much importance to the intellect. So some of the things we need, okay, to empower the intellect, okay, basically is to have the realization, okay. We need to have that realization at least that I need to make some change, okay. If already I know that what am I doing is right, there is no scope for making the change, okay, or something like, okay, I don't want to try anything new, I just want the information, okay, that can feeds my that can satisfy or you can say that can is convincing as per my beliefs, I'm going to go take that, okay, then we are not going to learn anything, okay. Or you might just remember in the first day you watch this video, we see a lot of things, we only, and then also through power of visualization, right, we only take things, okay, within ourselves, even just kind of matches what we believe. So I think that also will not do anything. So I really, when I can really make my intellect powerful is realize that something I'm not doing right, and what am I not doing right, I need to find that out, whether it will correlate with my beliefs or not, okay, what is that ultimate truth, then only you will be able to make the intellect powerful, okay. Realization of changing something, okay, not just from a perspective of kind of meeting my belief, it's more convincing, or you can say connected to my beliefs or not. All right. So another thing is willing to make effort, right? So we all have to, I know it will take time. We all have a lot of weakness. It's not something in a day we can do, but have that motivation that no, I'm going to make effort in order to bring that positive change. Okay, so that's why with attitude we listen, like, okay, I'm listening to this just like making me feel good, or is there something that I'm going to implement, and not just a superficial aspect, what is that core that it is telling me, okay, which I need to integrate, okay, not just a superficial aspect, but what is the root, the main aspect is asking us to integrate or accept it in a sense where it can bring the whole transformation of my intellect. Okay, so until now what we have done is basically just took something, okay, what we like, this is good, this is good, but we never kind of asked the question like, why, even though I'm liking it, I take it, but I'm not able to do it because we did not really, we did not, nobody told us, that the basic thing first we need in order to bring that transformation at that level, okay, that we are looking for, just at a more like a practical level. First it has to happen internally, then it could be in a practical sense. Okay, the intellectual level, the transformation has to happen. All right, so practice using divine satoguni intellect. Of course, remember we said we have to use it. How are we going to use it? By basically analyzing the information, okay, asking the questions, saying that, okay, does it sound logical, is it true, okay, basically does it make sense, okay, or is it just kind of a saying, then it's contradicting with some other information, is it the ultimate truth, okay, and then we have to stabilize our intellect in that. This is the last point. Okay, if I have convinced myself, yes, this is true, I need to come up with a decision. Using the divine intellect means discern and accept the ultimate truth. Okay, not going back and forth. Maybe yes, yes, no. Convincing fact. Yes. Based on this reasons, it is convincing, accepted. Okay, accepted. That means you stick your intellect, then you don't go back and forth. Maybe yes, because of this says, maybe that may be true, maybe that may be true for you, maybe not, maybe yes. It will never work like that. But divine intellect is just accepts it uh, by discerning it and picking it and sticking to it. Okay, but not just based on blind faith, but from the accurate reasoning. Okay, which is not conflicted in any other way, and which is universal truth. It is true for everyone. Okay, all right. So and then have that awareness. Okay, I need to start. How can I make the intellect powerful? So you have been receiving, right, on daily basis or from time to time. Now it is helping you bring that awareness constantly who you are. Okay, so that's why the information we are receiving through Sato intellect, we are having that Sato awareness. Okay, and then we learn the stages, right? Different stages through awareness, how it goes to. Let me go ahead and show you those stages real quick. Okay, do you remember this slide? I have to make slight change from the last time. If I don't quite remember, but it might be a little bit of change here. Okay, so smriti, awareness, right? So intellect will become powerful when I have right awareness, which will create the right position, the self stage of being a soul, right? And the vision. So I think last time when I was mentioning, I had vibration first and then vision, but in reality, the truth is the vision is first. Okay, so the vision is first. So we have smriti, awareness, then we have sthiti, okay, and we have drishti, and then vritti. Okay, so when I have the thought that I am a soul, that is the awareness, right? I'm bringing, and then I'm situating the mind in that vision, okay, which creates that sthiti, and then the drishti, okay, which is it creates that perspective, okay, of looking at it, which creates the vibration. I have more thoughts in that with that is matching with that vision, which creates vibration waves of thoughts, okay, which through that collective vibration influences me to perform actions, influences the body to enact, okay, through my facial expression, through eyes. Everybody looks at our eyes and face first. Okay, so that's where sometimes we don't even say anything, but our vibration itself through our facial expression is telling. So that also becomes action. Okay, based on our action, we create Shrishti, the world. Okay, so that's why it says creation on all locuses is created according to his vision. Okay, so that's what God does. God changes our vision. Okay, God, that's what God does. God changes our vision. All right. So we are going to go back to our previous slides. Okay. Okay. All right. So I hope it is clear. Okay. Stabilize on one opinion, experience all the relationship with God. Okay. So deciding divine intellect is one. Okay. Everything one, not multiple things. Okay. Going in depth of the true and accurate information. Okay, that's what this divine intellect does, going in depth of things, okay, until it has that satisfaction of the complete truth. Okay, superficial aspects, it never gives that feeling that to stick with one. We have to go in depth. That's why this knowledge is taking this long for you, right, to take it, because we are going in depth of things to understand it, to kind of have the realization. Okay, so and this is new because of course it takes time also for our Rajo and Tamo intellect to imbibe this info. You can say that information cross through that rajo and tamo to really soak in, to kind of activate our sattva intellect and soak it in there. Okay, or you can say basically take it to kind of activate it and use it. All right. Okay, so valuing the treasure of knowledge, accountability and responsibility. Okay, I'm taking the responsibility of self-transformation, okay, through which I can bring the world transformation. I can change the world around me. Okay, and also the valuing the treasure of the knowledge. Okay, if I don't have the value of this knowledge, which means if I don't use it, just having responsibility is not enough. But am I able to fulfill that responsibility accurately? Okay, that is also important. So I want to change myself. That is good. I took the responsibility with doing this course, but am I really valuing this treasure of knowledge and using it? Okay, to really see if I'm fulfilling that responsibility accurately. Okay, intelligence, direction, elevated direction, godly wisdom. So I need that spiritual intelligence, spiritual wisdom. Okay, to have that intellect powerful. Need the third eye. So for that, I need to continuously churn this knowledge. So that way I can have that intelligence. Merge my thoughts with one. Ekagra. Ek agra means I keep only one. Focused on one. Okay, ek means one. Ekantvasi. Okay. So ekantvasi. When ekant means the one who remains in the essence of the one through the mind, speech, action. Okay. And then we have ekagra. Okay, the intellect is always focused, being in front of one. So everything is one. Okay, so that's what basically our justice, stabilize the intellect into one. Okay, merge my thoughts in one. Okay, by recognizing him. Okay, so it says when the intellect is able to remain stable in one place, there is a constant stage. Okay, therefore keep in your awareness the yukti that you have been given to keeping the intellect stable at one place. Okay. Right, so some more insights here. To be knowledgeful means to have the full knowledge imbibed the intellect. So that's why I have to go in depth, okay, to make the intellect powerful. Okay, the more knowledgeful you are, more successful you will be. Okay, so if you are not so successful, it will be understood that knowledge is lacking. Okay, also the faith is important. To be faithful means to have faith in the intellect. We can only have the faith when we are experiencing, when we are, through the information we are receiving, we start feeling ourselves who we are. Then only we can start having faith on ourselves. Okay, so as you take this information, start using it, you will see that your faith within yourself increases. When faith in God increases, faith in the situation, whatever is happening, you will find good in everything. Okay. So it says when you are faithful, carry out any task, having faith in the intellect, and due to having faith in the intellect, there is a victory. Okay, and you automatically become successful. Right now, many people do say, oh, have faith, but we are not having it. That is the problem. Okay, why are we not having it? We are not seeing that. We are just thinking, okay, because you did bad deeds, you have sinful, you have bad karmas you did, you are just suffering through that, and because of that, just pray to God. No. We can cross all those things, okay, through only recognizing God through this divine knowledge and connecting with Him. Okay, in order to bring about greatness, you have to go into the depth of knowledge. More you go into the depth of knowledge, more you will be able to make yourself great. Okay. If there is not so much greatness, we have not experienced it. Okay, the depth of knowledge. So this is a task of a great soul. Okay, they say that great souls, they don't do things very fast, but when they start something, they will finish it. Okay, so this is true. You have taken the course, see, go to the depth of experiencing through this course. Okay, that is a sign of great soul. Okay, so the task of the great soul should be great. Complete effort means to make yourself complete in all matters. Okay. Um, okay, to know means to have knowledge. If I say I know myself, do I have complete knowledge about myself, about God? Okay, about the drama, cycle, and the laws of spirituality. Okay, if that knowledge is not in the form of light and might, then what use is that of knowledge? That would not be called knowing. Okay, knowing and doing are the same. Okay, knowledge is something that enables that form to be created. So this is the spiritual knowledge given by God. It makes us soul conscious actually. Okay, what form would godly knowledge create the godly stage? Okay, so there is theory is something else, and to know that to imbibe in the intellect is something else. Okay, by imbibing it, it automatically comes into action. Okay, dharana means to merge that aspect in your intellect. Okay, so what is it merging in the intellect means? The physical organs performs action according to the directions of the intellect. Okay, we are the children of the knowledgeful Father. We have to move along, considering ourselves to have a light and might of godly knowledge within us. Okay, simply to listen to knowledge is something else. You must not just listen to it, but merge it in you. Okay, to eat the food is one thing, but to digest is something else. Okay, when it digested, the energy comes. Okay, that's why the churning is very, very important. To have the realization, I need to think over what I'm learning. All right, let's go through some more reasons here, more points, okay, which is telling us what I have to do to make my intellect powerful. Pure thoughts to bring pure awareness of being a pure deity soul. Okay, so pure thoughts. I need pure thoughts. Remember, we already learned that. Okay, and pure thoughts will bring the pure awareness, of course, and that will completely change my world inside and outside. Okay, surrendered intellect. Okay, I can't have the egoistic intellect here. Remember, we just learned the lust of the vice of lust, which will create anger and block the intellect. So if I do it with attitude of okay, belonging, everything belonging to God, okay, then as a holy hands, then I will not be defeated by vices. Okay, and God is teaching us how to be surrender intellect through His divine knowledge and company. That will come automatically. Okay, by recognizing Him and remembering Him in accurate way. Okay, introspection is needed. I cannot, time to time, I need to be introverted and reflect on myself, check and change. Okay, of how much I'm implementing this knowledge. Okay, have the timetable for the mind as far as how spiritual I'm becoming. What are the things I have to do so I can become more spiritual internally, despite of performing all the action. So for that, I have to keep checking and observing, and then steering it. Okay, and then evaluating. Okay, where am I going wrong? Okay, how can I use this knowledge to again turn around in the right way? Okay, implementing the true information. I need to have spiritual vision. Okay, and I need to see everything in a spiritual way. Through this knowledge, that is the biggest thing that I have experienced is God gives us that vision. He changes our vision to by seeing everything worldly into spiritual way. Okay, I still live in the world. You may still live in the same with the same people, but you are so much detached from the kind of the limited aspect of the world. Okay, or the attachment to the results of the outcome also that's happening around us. Okay, far-sighted vision, we already learned this. Trikaldarshi vision along with the easy nature. Okay, God teaches us to make the intellect powerful, having that yoga while performing the actions. Okay, everything that I do it in remembrance of God. Okay, to make the continuously to have the charging going on. Okay, to make the intellect powerful. Okay, exercising the drill, the practicing of detaching the intellect, experience, taking a silence, a moment of silence to kind of have that detachment and feeling myself as a true, as a who I am, and in connecting with God and experiencing my spiritual powers, having the disciplined intellect, okay, following some code of conducts. Again, it might sound too much for you, but it is all so common sense. It comes automatically. It's just the way it looks like the list. It seems a little complicated, might be too many things. Don't worry. It is just, this is just for information. Okay. Just the main thing is take this knowledge and start using it. Everything, all these things comes automatically. Okay, see, just here it says you must come in sound 1 second and go beyond the sound. So practicing that controlling power we have. Okay, so we need to practice that drill that we are body conscious. Let's see if we can detach ourselves and kind of become soul conscious another moment. Okay, so that is what this is talking about. Okay. And the practice of remain detached, perform all the action in the detached stage. Okay, that will come automatically. Right now, even if we are not able to do, it's okay. Okay, so main thing is how much I'm able to understand this knowledge. We need to focus on that. Okay, and feeling it. So let's see. Okay. So what is the method of remaining cheerful? To churning the knowledge. Okay. More we churn the knowledge, we remain. So it's just like, if I want to stop attracting towards what's happening outside, I need to create attraction inside. Not in the physical sense, but through, churning the knowledge. I have more, my mind and intellect is engaged in that. So it will not pay attention to anywhere outside and I will not get affected. Okay. So, and then we'll protect from the wasteful churning. Right, some more reasons: accurate and unadulterated remembrance of God, loving and faithful intellect on the basis of true knowledge. Okay, true color of the company, pure vibrations, very important. The way we fell down was through color of the company. Right, all the information that we took over the period of time of the human beings, we were colored. That's why we said one of the types of sanskars is the company. Right, the vibrations got affected, and because of that everything shifted internally. Okay, so now only way I can bring it back up is through true color of the company. All that colored my mind and intellect to true information, so I can have that pure vibrations. Okay, which can help me feel my true self. Okay, as a spiritual being. So spiritual perspective and help me create spiritual perspective. Okay, good sanskars. So if I have done a lot of good deeds in the past birth, it will help me here to understand this knowledge in depth. Okay, God says Sato Pradhan Bhakti. If we have done pure bhakti, we definitely will go in depth of knowledge. We still have that. He gives that fruit of devotion as pure knowledge. So we get that return of the true bhakti right now by still having that easy activation of the divine intellect to understand all these things. Okay, and of course, here is the pure food and good company of the people. Okay, so they say anadosh and sangadosh. We'll talk more later, but food also affects it. That's why they say, okay, as is your food, so is your mind. Okay, here is the same thing. Depending on what type of food we eat, it also has impact on mind. You also seen that in that power of thought video, right? So good company takes us across. Okay, bad company drowns us. So same thing here, right? The people that we live with, that is also bringing the information. Apart from all the things we read, it's also the vibration of the people around us. So it's the vibration we are talking about. Okay, that is coming from, we can say, the information we read, we are generating by reading it. It creates thoughts in us and creates a vibration, or just like being around people, automatically it makes us feel certain way. Okay, so willpower is another way. Okay, here is to make the intellect powerful, I need to have strong willpower. Okay, decision making power, decide, accept, and believe in one truth. I need to have that willingness to do that, accept that one truth. Okay, if I don't have that, then it will not work. I will not have that power within me. So, whatever the truth is, you need to have accepted. Okay, decided based on the information, this is the truth, and believing it. Simplicity, discipline, alertness, natural attention, checking, determination, all those things we need. Okay, this is, I feel like it's very nice. To become a businessman here means to earn an income of the self and enable others to earn an income. Okay, businessman means not to waste even one thought. So that's why whatever we are doing here, it has everything we are learning, it has worth. Okay, it is bringing us something. So it's like a checking. Checking is CID. If the CID is in form of a checking is clever, he'll never be defeated by an enemy. So we have to check. Okay. Also having the timetable we just mentioned. Okay, there's a point on this. Okay, to the extent that person is important, he doesn't do anything without a program. Okay, so this is what intellect becomes powerful. More and more we able to feel, able to understand about all these powers we have through this spiritual knowledge that God is giving. He is educating us through all the powers, that these are the powers we have. Okay.